In 2015, a very funny thing happened to me. I was in the hostel in my Kulchok Engineering College, and it was around 2 weeks before Dasai. So all my friends, including me, were packing bags to return to home from the hostel. And I was alone traveling to Budwal, so I picked up my luggage and went straight to Kalanki. Luckily, I found an empty bus, and I unpacked my luggage. Sorry, I kept my luggage in that bus and waited the bus to move. Okay, it became 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, but the bus didn't show any sign of movement. So I got off the bus and walked few steps, around 20 to 30 steps, and I began to stretch and buy some mineral water. So after drinking water, I thought I would wait for the bus here. I waited it for some time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but the bus didn't arrive. So I suddenly realized I should see the bus whether it's there or not. So I went there and realized there was no bus. Actually, I had memorized the number plate of the bus, and unfortunately, I had limited money. My phone was down, and I didn't have the contact number of the staff of the bus. So it was a total disaster. Then suddenly a thing came to my mind. I heard that there was a queue in Thankot, so I guessed my bus could have been stopped there in the queue, in the jam. So I caught another bus and then went straight to Thankot. But as soon as I reached Thankot, there was no indication of any jam. At that moment, I felt like I was done. My journey would have been better, but instead of not planning better, so I got many obstacles there. So I looked at one tea shop around it, and I saw one truck in which the number plate was written Lumini. So I went towards that truck and saw one of the staffs outside, and I asked, "Is this your truck?" The truck driver replied, "Yes, it's mine." Then I immediately asked, "Are you going to Butwal?" He said, "Yes, I'm going to Belvas, to be specific." Then a kind of happiness arose in me. I explained him everything. I don't have money, I don't have mobile phone charge, and I'm lost. My luggage is in that bag, which is going to Butwal right now. So he offered to help me. What a good person he was. He also offered me some lunch. We had some tea, and then I got onboarded in that truck, and we were coming to Butwal. Hopefully the story doesn't end here. It was around 9 to 10 p.m. I clearly remember it was dark all night, and I was half asleep and half awake with the driver driving the bus and one of the staffs beside me. And around 11:30, one strange thing happened. One of the police officer, he stopped our truck and he opened the door and said the first sentence, "You have run over a human body." So I was surprised. All the staffs were surprised. He said, "Are you mad, police officer? We have not run over any human body. We have not killed anyone." And beaming his torchlight to the front wheel, he said, "Look, there is the stain of blood. I can see it clearly." And when I looked at the front wheel, there was blood in the tire. And we knew we were completely doomed that time. And my brain was freezing. What have we done? So one thing led to another, and next we were on the Bordaghat police station. We spent whole night in the police station, not in jail. To be honest, not in jail. There was a chowbari in front of police station, and we spent all night sleeping there and worrying what could happen to us. Actually, the driver was too terrified. And in the morning, one of the head police commissioner came to us and said that you are innocent because that body that you have run over was already dead. So you ran over dead body, you will not be committed to any crime. But I am keeping this truck as evidence. He said that, and he told us to let go. So I didn't have money. I asked to the driver that, "Can you please lend me some money? I'll return back to it when I received my home, and he gave me some money, and I got into one bus and drive from Bardaghat to Butwal. Okay, finally I reached home safely, I must say. With all those incidents, I reached home for Dasai. Okay, so slicing up this whole story, I want to tell you one communication style that has been relevant to all the storytellers. That is the magic of storytelling. Many brands use this technique for advertisement. Many novel writers, many movie directors use this technique for delivering their story to their audience. Okay, so what are the elements of storytelling? You might ask. First thing, there is a character. So in this story, the character was me, myself, and the character has a goal. My goal was to travel from hostel to Butwal safely. And then the character has a problem. My problem was I lost the bus in the name of stretching and getting water bottle. And then the character finds a mentor, a guru, someone helps the character. So in this case, that was the truck driver. And then there will be call to actions, and a few things led to another. So the action will come in that story. Now it's not enough in that story, right? So there comes a plot twist. The plot twist was we were stopped by police officer because we were accused of murdering someone, though we had not. And finally, the problem gets over and the character ends in success. In this case, the success was me finally reaching home. So this is the basic of any storytelling model, and I'm not telling any lies because that story is based on true story. That was not a fiction, and that happened to me in 2015. Thank you everyone for your time. You have been lovely.